having trouble trying to sleep. Counting sheep but running now.
Run it up.
Still I try. I'm on my own, here we go. Dun 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 dun. And bulging out my skull. On my own, here we go. Sit alone in my bedroom, staring at the wall. My life is yearning. On my birthday, close my eyes and dream about her. She's 2,000 light years away. Tied to never let go. Cause she's 2,000 light. Hold my eyes, close my eyes and dream about her. A kite so tight, so never let go. She's away. Don't know, experience has got her down. I know it's not perfection, it's just me. What's that about my dignity? I'll pay to see that you're happy. Where's the solo? There we go. Look at this shit. Oh man. Hello everyone, welcome to... Is this the first episode of it? I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, I've had a nice little break of being a little inactive. As you can see, I don't know if I'm gonna cut it out, but you know, I've got some... I finally set up my vinyls. I guess we're gonna get back into it. I guess this is the first installment of the friendly request. I don't know if this is the first installment officially, but people have been asking for me to indulge in the Green Day's discography, to which I will say no, I am not doing a Green Day Sunday. As much as that would be fun, and that would give me something else to lock into for the next couple weeks, no, we are not doing a Green Day Sunday. I am not going through Green Day's entire discography. But yes, the album we are looking at today is none other than Green Day's Dookie. Green Day is a band that I've kind of fell out of love with. I remember back in my high school days, I was in love with American Idiot. The title track, was it St. Jimmy? Obviously, September Ends and Boulevard of Broken Dreams. That album had a lot of slappers for a young little rocker like me in his stupid high school days. But yeah, other than that, I haven't really been tapped into Green Day like that. I've listened to the bigger songs off of Dookie, obviously. I don't really care that much for Green Day. If you watched the the Van Weezer video, I mentioned a little bit about how I was kind of active for when Father of All was rolling out and how badly the songs were. That kind of just, you know, simmered my want and need to listen to Green Day. And plus, I was kind of getting out of that phase anyways once high school was ending. So I've kind of just fell out of listening to Green Day. I bet they're cool people. It's just I haven't been rocking with their music lately. So we're looking at Dookie, another 1994 album. And yeah, I believe it or not, I have not listened to this album fully. Of course, I've heard the big ones, you know, Welcome to Paradise, Basket Case, When I Come Around. But I haven't listened to it fully. So what better way to start off the Garroott friendly request than with a hard hitter, Dookie. Before we get in, yeah, this is the friendly request. Basically, you give me an album and I will hopefully get to you eventually. This has been a long time coming, so your request might be backed up. It'll just depend on what I'm feeling that certain week. Do I plan to get through everything? In a perfect world, yes. But it'll take a while. I am just a singular man. Why not ask what Genius has to say? Dookie is Green Day's best-selling and arguably most important album. Released February 1st, 1994, the album is the band's third studio album. The album was Green Day's first production with the major record label Reprise. Most importantly, Dookie allowed Green Day to blast from virtually unknown band to one of the most important in launching pop-punk into the mainstream. The genre-defining album subsequently turned Green Day into a genre-defining band. Reportedly, bassist Mike Dirnt wrote the famous bass line while under the influence of LSD. Sick. Welcome to Paradise is Dookie's second single. Yeah, okay. We basically get it. Dookie, Green Day, February 1st, 1994, 15 songs, 38 minutes. Track number 1, Burnout. I don't care anymore either. Swearing. True. True. Burning out. Hit those drums, baby. I'm just burning out. I'm not growing up. I'm just burning. Alright. Yes, a fast pop punk banger. Does Billy Joel still hate that term pop punk? I remember he had a tirade about that, but I don't know how long ago that was and if he still has that same hatred. Oh well. But yeah, it feels like the typical route of an adult. Go up, work 9 to 5, here 9 to 5 until whatever age, and then yeah, just basically that's how you're gonna live your life for the rest of the time. His emotions, his vulnerability, throw my emotions in the grave, who needs them anyway. Has something to say about that masculinity. 90s after all. Fitting in. Burnout is an anthem for apathetic and uninterested outcasts. Its lyrics explore the idea of indifference to the problems of life and are often seen as a description of the punk rock lifestyle. Yeah. At Green Day's last show at Gilman Street before being banned for being attached to a major label, Billy changed the lyric to the following: "I'm not being punk, I'm just selling out." It's unknown if this was the original lyric or if Billy only changed it as a one-off joke. Either way, it's fitting as this is the first song on their first album under a major label. Yeah, I like some rock punk albums, but I can't really call myself a punk enthusiast. I haven't really lived that punk lifestyle. I just like the music. So I'm not too caught up in punk lore, what they stand for and whatnot. I have like a super generalized basic idea of what punk is. So I can't really be one to talk about, but you know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how fans were when they got into a major label. I don't know if they're calling them posers or whatnot, because, you know, they got to a major label, but, you know, stuff happens, man. Stuff happens. Overall, it was a banging fast way to open up the album, and I am liking that. So track number 2 will be Having a Blast. Holy, this bass is audible. I don't mind that though. Damn, it's nothing. I do. Yeah, Billy Joel is not having a blast on this track. I probably can guess a good handful of tracks are going to be talking about mental health struggles, ability to not feel great, I guess, for lack of better terms, you know, blowing people up. I mean, the album, Dookie, everything is shit. Everything sucks, life doesn't matter, who cares? All his happiness is gone, he's lonely, he's depressed, he's hates the world kind of thing. Tells the story of a suicide bomber. Through the phrase usually signifies fun, in this context, a blast refers to the activation of the bomber's explosives. The song is a metaphor for bottled up emotions and anxiety. Lead singer and guitarist Billy Joe Armstrong has quoted as saying that having a blast is a song about wanting to blow yourself up because you're going through some kind of torment. Yep. And plus, if we do know what songs like Basket Case, what it talks about like teenagers complaining about their lives and something like that. I haven't really dug deep into Basket Case in a while, but if you do remember the video, it is them in like a psych ward kind of thing. And plus, with my little Green Day knowledge, I do know that Billy Joel has had pretty notable problems throughout his career. Remember that meltdown he had? What is it, like a iHeartRadio festival? Whatever it's not. When he had like the timer on and he smashed his guitar. He really is a rock star. Alright, track 3, Chump. Oh, well, thanks, Billy. I'm like, why you say fuck me for? I say that a lot too, man, don't worry. Sometimes your mind really is your biggest enemy. Oh. Hello? Is Mike the bassist? Trey's the drummer, right? Mike's the bassist. Holy crap, I'm forgetting, man. Can we give a huge shout out to the bass players, man? Okay, Billy, calm down. Calm down. Actually, no, fuck it, go off. It's your debut album, man. Fuck it, just do something. Okay, but Trey is going off on those drums. I'm pretty sure Trey is the drummer. And the next track is Longview. Their single, first single. Hey, that was a sick transition, though. The tube sounds very different nowadays. True! True! Close my eyes, take me away to Paris, but I'm going blind. Smell like shit! Somebody smell like shit! Okay, I do know the chorus. Okay, I just don't remember the song. Bite my lip and close my eyes to paradise, and I smell like shit. Get it? It's a synonym for dookie. It's weird too, cause like, I mean the guitars, I'll say it later. Hell yeah. Okay, he's got a point though. He's got a point though. But I'm going blind. Suffice, but my lip, but it's just a bit. Is he talking about jerking it too much will go make you go blind? I remember hearing that sometimes online. Hey man, fear mongering is a real thing. A lot of people on the internet will fear monger you, and it's your best to try to stay informed. But hey, you know, sometimes you get caught, sometimes you get lacking, and that's okay. Just gotta inform yourself, buddy. Okay, obviously a banger. It's probably one of Green Day's biggest songs. You know, I don't remember listening to this song a lot, but I do remember the chorus now. Very vocal about being a lazy piece of shit, being a slob, staying at home, not doing shit, not being productive in society. Yeah. Hey man, when you're in that mental state, it's really hard to do anything productive. I've heard stories, tons of stories about people with like depression, how they literally can't do anything. They don't have any motivation. They like barely get up, they barely shower, like smell like shit. Some of them don't even brush their teeth. Something as simple as brushing your teeth, like you're really just that down in that mental state. It's bad. So I'm pretty sure a lot of people can relate to this, and it's like, sure, there's a point where it's like, yeah, you're just being a lazy piece of shit, you're fine, just get a fucking job and get up. You know, there's those people, but there's also those people who are just like really in a such depressive state. It's literally a mental blockage for them. And yeah, it's no myth, unlike masturbating so much you'll go blind. I think, I don't know, I don't really masturbate like 7 times a day. Bite my lip and close my eyes. Longview describes intense boredom, with a title taken from a Washington town where it was first played. Lyrically, the song is about a day spent sitting around the house doing absolutely nothing of importance, masturbating, smoking marijuana until the days are no longer fun. The song captured the attention of many youths at the time with its overt allusions to masturbation. Bassist Mike Dirnt has stated that the famous bassline intro to the song was written one night while he was high on LSD, and what remains on the album is what he and lead singer Billy Joe Armstrong could recall in the morning. Nice. Billy Joe told Billboard, "I really love the song by the Pretenders called Message of Love and want to write a song like that, but we need a bass line. We were all living in this house in Richmond, California, and I think I went to a movie. Everybody back at the house had dropped acid, so I came home, and Mike is sitting on the floor in the kitchen tripping balls, and he had his bass on, and he goes, I figured it out. I figured it out, man. I figured it out. He played the bass line for me for the first time right there. I didn't know what to think about it, because I was like, well, he's on acid, so I can't tell if he's even going to remember it. Then we ended up playing it the next day, and it just stuck. The lyrics to it are about feeling like a loser, watching television, jerking off, and feeling lonely. I was pretty frightened at the time. I was in limbo. I didn't have a girlfriend. It took like 4 years for me and Adrienne to get together. We had signed to a major label, and there was a backlash at the time because we had been this underground band. There we go, it's talking about the punk stuff. Things felt out of my control, and it felt like a make or break deal. It's such a unique sounding song. Nobody was playing rhythms that swing or that kind of power in the choruses. Grunge had turned into something that was bastardized by lameness, and I think we were coming from a place that felt a little harder and more upbeat. And it was super danceable and got people to go crazy. See, that was the thing too. I've heard that this album was pretty much a fresher breath air compared to, like, you know, what was happening in the grunge scene with like Nirvana and all those types of bands. As much as I have a love for rock and metal, I am the last guy you should ask about lore. I've had rock phases. I've fallen out of rock when I've listened to more like rap and whatnot. Sometimes I try to get back into it, but you know, I'm kind of just here for the albums, not really for the lore. If it sounds good, it sounds good. But listening to the lore about this, you know, I've heard it was a lot of fresh air compared to what was happening on the scene during the time. And plus, I do like it, because it is a fast-paced, or not fast-paced, but it's like a heavy, rhythmic song. And of course, like, the guitar work isn't crazy. It's not, it's really simple. It's really simple, but it works. It works. I said this with the Blue album for Weezer. Of course, Rivers did have some guitar solos here and there, but you know, this is still early in the album. I don't remember if there are guitar solos on here, but it works. It works. It's not just the guitar show. Mike is doing a lot of shit on the bass. Trey is doing a ton of shit on the drums, which helps bring these songs up a lot. It brings it into that band, that 3-man band. We're a 3-man. Okay, like I said, you know, there are some days where you're just completely lazy. Sometimes, especially during the days of like the pandemic, you know, what else are you gonna do? Just fucking wake up, clean yourself up, watch anime, then go back to fucking sleep. Sometimes songs just stand the test of time with its message. If anyone has more lore on like how Green Day and Nirvana and the whole transition from the grunge scene to like the pop punk scene, you know, if anyone wants to talk about that, that'd be nice. But I've been speaking too much. All I know is that this is a banger song and a classic, I guess, in Green Day's discography. Oh, but next track number 5. This song I definitely know. Track 5, Welcome to Paradise. Yeah! Dear mother, can you hear me whining like your hum? Sudden fear has left me trembling. Seems that I am out here on my own. I'm feeling so alone. Pay attention to the cracked streets and the broken homes. I'm calling night through a wasteland. I like to call my home. Welcome to paradise. Gunshot rings out at the station. Urchin snaps and left it on his own. Wonder why I'm still here home, and I'm never gonna go. Hey, 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 hey. Welcome to paradise. Hey, hey, hey. Is this with a bass part? Yep, that bass part. Can't forget about the bass part. And the drums. And Billy Joel's guitar in the background. Build that shit up! Laughing, wonder why I'm still here. And it's now feeling like my home, and I'm never gonna go. Call it some call it night. Welcome to paradise. Oh man, banger all the way. Never really noticed about how much of a shithole he was living in, but hey, that kind of fits with the album now that I'm listening through it, huh? You know, you can call Paradise a lot of things. If you're satisfied with what you got, make the most of what god-awful place you're living in. You can call it anything Paradise, dude. I'm telling you, anything can be Paradise. Of course, it could be Billy Joel talking in that more sarcastic, like, oh, I'm living in paradise, you know, when you're actually just living in fucking... you know, it could also just be Billy Joel, you know, this place is shit. This place fucking stinks. But I like it here. I mean, literally, I like to call my home paradise. This is what I'm saying to you, is like, literally, the verses are just chords, power chords. That's literally like stereotypical Green Day. Well, I guess punk rock too, but that's 90s rock, man. It's just straight chords. And hey, it works. It works. Sometimes you just don't have to go all crazy. Well, unless you're the bassist, because the bass was going pretty crazy. I'll let you know that. Sometimes where it's just simplicity is fine. Welcome to Paradise sees Billy Joel as a young man living in a crime-ridden cesspool like Oakland. Yep. It tells the story of when he left his mother's home and how he felt facing the difficulty of living alone. First appearing on the band's 1991 album Kerplunk, Welcome to Paradise was later re-recorded to appear on Dookie. West Oakland into a warehouse that was rat-infested and in a really fucked up neighborhood, with a lot of crazy punks and friends, paying $50 a month for rent, which was great, because being in a band, you got paid a couple $100 here and there, so it's easy to pay for rent, eat top ramen, and buy weed. God, yeah. Good God. Sounds like a fucking college experience too. It was an eye-opening experience. Suddenly I was on my own, smack out in one of the gnarliest neighborhoods in Oakland. You look around and see cracked streets and broken homes and ghetto neighborhoods, and you're in the middle of it. You're scared thinking, how do I get out of here? Then suddenly it starts to feel like home. There's a sort of a empathy that you have for your surroundings when you're around junkies and homelessness and gang warfare. I was describing exactly what my surroundings were. There's not a part of that song that isn't true. It's a great live song to crank into. I think the musically of the bridge is foreshadowing of what things were to come for us in the future, whether we knew it or not. Like, the lyrics are there. It's not like layers and layers of meanings. It's straightforward, but it's real. It's real. This is a real experience and made it into a great... Did he make this a single? Pretty sure they said it was a single, but it was a great song. No matter what, it's a great song. Yeah, it's one of those songs I still listen to. Well, now I've listened to this album fully, it's probably gonna be one of the many songs I still listen to. Yep, still a classic, still a banger. What else is new? What's the next track? Pulling Teeth, track 6. That's not good. Oh no. True. Guitar solo. We got a guitar solo. Written from the perspective of a man who is abused by his girlfriend and how he can't get out of this situation. Song has a very dark bit of humor to it, considering the subject matter. The inspiration for the song comes from when bassist Mike Dirnt, so Mike is the bassist, was having a pillow fight with his then girlfriend. Mike allegedly ran around a corner, hit his head, and landed on and broke both of his elbows. Oh, and we have a lovely illustration to show us about it. Well, yeah, men can get abused too.
Do you have the
Damn. We're just going straight into it, huh? Just going straight fucking into it, huh? Alright. Okay. Track number 7. Basket Case. Do you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once? I am one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. My mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? This is a top tier Green Day riff. Or well, the beginning is like a iconic Green Day riff. Like a sex that's breaking me down. Went to a whore. He said my life's a bore, cause it's bringing her down. Give myself the creeps, it tricks on me. I'll keep setting up. I think I'm cracking up. I'm just paranoid. I don't know. Hey. Grasping to control, so I better hold on. You got it, Mike, don't worry. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Yeah, that is probably one of my favorite Green Day songs. It's a very basic pick for sure, but it's a good song for a reason. The beginning riff, the whole thing about this song, just something about it. Basket Case spent 5 weeks at the top of the modern rock charts. becoming arguably Green Day's signature song of the pre-American Idiot days. Yeah, a lot of people will probably say this is like the quintessential Green Day song before like American Idiot took over. It's about Billy Joe Armstrong's struggles with anxiety before he was diagnosed with a panic disorder years afterward. He thought he was going crazy. Armstrong commented at the time, "The only way I can know what the hell was going on was to write a song about it." Which was what a lot of people would do. This could be meant in a joking sense, questioning whether he actually has a problem. Maybe he's not really insane, only took enough drugs to feel out of his mind. Help substances such as marijuana induce paranoia. Contrastingly, #contrastingly, often if you are aware of the problems you have, you attempt to drown them in drugs and alcohol and other vices. Billy can't remember if he's actually paranoid or he's just way too high to know for sure. Went to a whore, he said my life's a bore. Normally assumed the prostitute would be a female. This apparent inconsistency in the pronoun was demystified by Billy Joe when he admitted to being bisexual in a January 1995 interview. Oh, I think I've always been bisexual. I mean, it's something that I've always been interested in. I think everybody kind of fantasizes about the same sex. I think people are born bisexual, and it's just that our parents and society kind of veer us off into this feeling of, oh, I can't. They say it's taboo. It's ingrained in our heads that it's bad when it's not bad at all. It's a very beautiful thing. In confirmation of his dual sexuality, it's worth noting how an early demo of Basket Case had instead, "She said my life's a bore." It's also curious how Billy Joe chose a psychiatrist to be a female, defying the misconceptions of the times when most doctors were thought to be males. Yeah, that sounds about right. Furthermore, Billy Joe being dismissed by the prostitute might be a reference to the Catcher in the Rye novel. Oh boy. Pays a prostitute to talk to her about his life, but she doesn't care or even want to listen to him. Damn. Pussy over a hug, man. Pussy over a hug. Shout out Vince Staples. Isn't basket case another term for like teenagers who complain a lot? With the passage of time, the use of the word became more common and is largely defined as a person who is helpless or incapable of functioning normally, especially due to overwhelming stress, now majorly associated with mental incapacity. Oh, what the fuck? I thought it talked about a teenager who. Holy crap! I don't know where I got that from then, but I will say, when I think of basket case, I also think about the lovely K-Mac. Yeah, so you can watch the whole video for yourself. I'm not gonna steal this video, but yeah, one of the very first Green Day, was it one of the very first Green Day songs I've heard? Probably. It is one of their biggest, so that would make sense. Classic song, huge banger. This song's a classic. You know it's a classic. Let's move on, alright? Track 8, She is my mirror. Another one of those palm muting riffs. What a scream, hello. Stand for you. Like a social tool without a you. Let me until my ears bleed. The fifth and final single from Dookie. She was written by Billy Joel after one of his then girlfriends showed him a feminist poem of the same title. He told VH1 that after showing her the song, she dumped him and moved to Ecuador, prompting him to put She on the album. This is one of Billy's favorite songs and one he makes sure is involved in every Green Day show, he told Rolling Stone in 2014. I will play She for the rest of my life. It has aged well with me. Yeah. From a tweet in 2011, she is about a girl named Amanda. So is Sassafras Roots, titled by Mike. And so is What's Her Name? Oh, that's a good factoid. God, I love What's Her Name. What's Her Name is such a good song off of American Idiot. I learned a lot about feminism through her. She gave me an education that I think was very timely for me. I was just a dumb kid, high school dropout. She was telling me about the way women have been objectified for so many years, and I was just listening. Hey, you guys probably want to see this. She was telling me about the way women have been objectified for so many years, and I was just listening. I wrote this as a love song to her, but it was also about learning about her activism. When it says, "Scream at me until my ears bleed," I was was kind of going, I'm here to listen. With any kind of activism, the first thing you need to do is be a good listener. That is true. The song becomes about an understanding. That song just feels so good to sing. I'm really proud of it. It's very stripped down, simple, 3 chords. It's kind of a cult hero. It's one of those songs that wasn't a single, but it had a life of its own. Those are the special kinds of songs. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a nice feminist anthem. You know, Billy Joel seems to be a very, I guess, progressive kind of guy. I feel like it is pretty punk-like. I don't know. I feel like that feels very punk-like to do, but I don't want to. I'm just kind of speaking out my ass. I do know Billy Joel is a pretty progressive guy, so I can always respect him for that. A good listener is a very good attribute to have. As much as I try my best to like speak to the camera, because you know, it'd be pretty boring if it'd be pretty useless if I just sat here and listened to the songs, even though there's some times where I do that because I just have nothing to say. I really don't talk a lot. I feel like I really just like listen to people. I'm not usually the one to take the lead on talking, like kind of what Billy Joe says here. I'm more really interested in hearing what other people have to say. I'm usually the one to like start the conversation, like ask the question that starts the conversation and have someone take the lead. But you know, if I have to, if there is a time where I have something to say, I will probably say it if the opportunity comes up. I just like listening a lot, because if you're a good listener, there's a lot of stuff you can learn and a lot of dumb shit you can hear. But hey, a good listener is a nice attribute to have. Shout out to women, right? Shout out to women. Booyah! Bonus points. Alright, track number 9, Sassafras Roots. Titled by Mike. Nice. Nice. Real. Sure, you can waste my time all you want, Green Day. Well, for now. Hey man, if you're spending time with the boys, are you really wasting your time? Maybe. But hey, at least you're doing it together. That's all that matters. It's a bonding experience. Who gives a fuck? Seems like productivity to me, baby. Next track. When I come around. What track is this? Track 10. Another song I know about. I heard you cry aloud on the way across town, searching for that someone, and it's me out on the prowl. Turn around feeling sorry for yourself. I'm just rolling for the moments, losing my thinking about ditching me, to know where I'll be found when I come around. Dun, 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 dun. I've heard it all before. I'm a loser and a user, so I don't need no accuser. Now because I know you're right, that your self-doubt means nothing, that's everything if it's just not right. Time to search the world around, to know where I'll be found when I come around. Ooh. Banger. Search the world, I'll be found when I come around. I come around. This is another song I would classify as a quintessential Green Day song. Of course, it's not the fast punk that you associate with the genre, but it's a fun, groovy song. It's a slow but groovy song. Well, Genius says it's about a boy who wants to be in a casual relationship but has become involved with a girl who wants something more serious. His insecurities and poor self-image are detailed throughout. The song peaked at number 1 on the Billboard Alternative Rock chart on January 7th, 1995. Though When I Come Around was released as part of the album Dookie in 1994, it was re-released as a single in Europe and Japan in 95. Well, an accuser. What does he mean by that? Earlier lines have established that the singer feels insecure in his relationship as the singer accused his girlfriend of wanting to break up. It's also important to note that throughout the song, the singer's girlfriend hasn't done anything but cry over the breakup. The fact that the singer says any of these things at all shows that this line is an example of the singer projecting his own insecurities onto his now ex-girlfriend. Yeah, Billy Joel seems to have a lot of issues with the relationships, but then speaking of this one guy I know in the 90s who is also very insecure about his self-image and having relationship problems, that's not something I am unfamiliar with. So, lyrical situation aside, either way, the song is still a banger. It's still a banger. Alright, 5 more tracks to go. Track 11, Coming Clean. You done with drugs? Please. Hell yeah, be a man. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Person. I don't know what's happening to you, man, but hey, you can make some bangers. Next track, emenius, sleepus. Okay, holy crap, are we just going banger after banger? Another minute and a half track? Hell yeah. Go home, man. Let's get some rest. I've been good. Just been chilling all day. It's been so long. Yeah, we haven't really talked that much Green Day, haven't we? Father of all. I do know you. I mean, I don't think I'm that sick, but hey, if there's anyone who knows better, it's probably Green Day. No. Oh, crap, I just did. He grew up, man. The little kid grew up. Wanna go home. Alright. What's next? Track 13, In the End. It doesn't even matter. We're getting some fast-paced rockers, huh? When I come around. Hey! Hey! Dun 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 dun. And plus to these moving drums, dude. Fuck yeah. So, and then are we getting another fast banger? Another minute banger? Oh, this is 2.5. That's almost 3 minutes. f.o.d. Okay, it's okay. We're getting a little. We're slowing it down after those back-to-back rockers. Hell yeah, like the album cover. Olivia Rodrigo reference. Is this just gonna be a guitar? Is this just gonna be an acoustic guitar song? Hell yeah. Something tells me this isn't an acoustic guitar anymore. Just the fuck hell yeah. I agree, man. Yeah, fuck off. Die. A fuck. Well, I mean, it's nighttime for me. Good night, Billy Joel. Even though you have one more song left. Oh, f.o.d. stands for fuck off and die. Yeah? Lyrics are narrated from the point of view of someone fed up with the people around him and ready to cut all ties by telling them exactly how he feels. The song begins as an acoustic solo guitar number with Billy Joel's vocal accompaniment, but suddenly explodes into a full-on punk rock in the last third of the short track. Short track, and it's like 3 minutes. Yeah, I guess, yeah, that would make sense. Just fuck off and die. Alright, let's see what this last track has to offer all by myself. I feel like I've heard this song. Hello?
I was all by myself.
I think I do know this song.
No one was looking.
He sounds like a certain character.
All by myself.
I don't know, it sounds pretty nerdy though.
Went to your house.
What? What about my house? Yeah, cause I'm not home, buddy. Hey, you stay out of my room. Don't touch my goddamn vinyls.
I was all by myself.
And then that's it. That is Dookie. Wow. What does Genius have to say about this lovely track? It's a hidden track on Dookie, written and performed by drummer Trey Cool. Trey explained in an interview that the song is about an incident where he was masturbating with headphones on and a pair of women's underwear over his eyes. And only when he took them off did he realize his mom had left dinner at the foot of his bed. Wow, that is a moment. That is a moment. On the original album, the song begins after a minute of silence at the end of the previous track, f.o.d. However, the song is not a hidden track on the digital release of Dookie and appears as a standalone track. Yeah, hidden tracks are hard to do nowadays in the streaming era because, like, I saw this one video on, like, what people get wrong about Abbey Road, like what modern listeners get wrong. Because, you know, it transitions into this one half to another half, but you need to obviously turn around the vinyl to do that. But obviously, when it comes to streaming services, it can go straight from one side to the other. That's kind of lost nowadays when you're not listening to vinyl and you're kind of just streaming it all. But, you know, it kind of, like, ruins the surprise of hidden tracks, too. Because, like, obviously, you see that it's on here. But, like, if you're just listening through the vinyl, there's no, like, there's nothing there. Unless they're mentioned in, like, the booklet or whatever comes with the vinyl nowadays. I don't open my vinyls. I just use them for display. But I have a video about that. It's okay. You know, I was kind of thinking, like, all by myself. It's like, you know, a lot of people probably aren't going to listen to this song. So I'm kind of just here by myself because no one's going to be listening to this hidden track because they think the album's over kind of thing. But, you know, masturbating seems to have a lot of mention of baiting on here. But that's okay. That sounds like very teenager shit. But yeah, that was Dookie. Man, what can I say? This is a classic Green Day album. Quintessential, like, pop punk. Bangers upon bangers, classics upon classics. And yeah, I will say though, while I do agree that while simplistic it works, you know, there's some songs off of Kerplunk that I listen to and notice that Rivers. Oh god, these bands really are the same. Billy can shred. There's been multiple instances where he's had, like, mean guitar solos, and while this wasn't prominent here, it doesn't take away the fact that this album still isn't great. It's still great, even without Billy really showcasing his guitar premise or his guitar talent. The, like, straightforward lyrics, the realness of the lyrics kind of make up for everything. Even if I'm not in tune with, like, how the culture was at the time, I can still appreciate this album for what it is. And as someone who has listened to some Green Day, this is as good as it can be, man. The usual Green Day chords to Welcome to Paradise's bass, and even with Trey going batshit insane on the drums, you know. There's just a lot there's a lot that can resonate with you, even if, like, the riffs aren't super technical or the lyrics aren't super layered in deep, complex thoughts. Kind of bare bones. It's punk. It's it's real. It's pretty real. It has that, like, teenage angst that Green Day had when they first came on the scene, which they obviously can't really replicate now because they're in, like, their 30s, 40s. You know, they're mid-age. They're dads now, I think. This is definitely an album for them to be super proud of, even if you may think that their later outputs aren't as good or come close. But hey, that's not me to decide. Unless you've listened to Follow All, that was kind of whatever. It's kind of bad. Anyway, this is a work to be proud of for Green Day. Now, people are going to talk about whether this or American Idiot, you know, they're gonna debate whether it's this album or American Idiot. Do I think Dookie is superior to American Idiot? I honestly don't know. I actually just haven't listened to American Idiot fully in so long. I do remember it being very rock opera like, and has like a moving story, whatnot. It has like it's like a concept album in the sorts, but I honestly haven't listened to it so long. It's been so long since I've listened to it, so I can't really say like which one's better. And if I say Dookie, it'd probably be recency bias, so I have no idea. I will just say that Dookie is a great album, and I'm pretty sure American Idiot's probably also a great album. I will just say that I've listened to Dookie fully. Yeah, I like it. This is probably one of the most mainstream rock, 90s rock albums you can think of. And for good reason. For good reason. If you haven't listened to it, now's your chance to go listen to it. If you haven't listened to American Idiot, now's your chance to go listen to it. If you haven't listened to Kerplunk, I might do that. Not for a video, because I'm... I don't know if I'll do it for a video, because I'm not diving into Green Day's discography, alright? One and done. I'll return to Green Day when I feel like it. But with that being said, thank you for watching. The first episode of the Friendly Request is in the books. Thank you for watching. You know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe. Watch my other Green Day videos if you want to. Watch my other non-related Green Day videos if you want. Do I even have any Green Day related videos? Watch my other music videos if you want to, I guess, for now, since this is the start of the new series. Yeah, like I said earlier, if you want to be engaged in the Friendly Request, just comment down below, you know, just let me know, hey, could you react to this album? And hopefully I get to you eventually. There's a lot of requests, so I just say be patient. Thank you for your friendly requests to those who told me to react to Green Day, and it's done. Shout out to Green Day. Shout out to Father of All. Shout out to good music. Shout out to the friendly request. Alright, bye.